The 2025 Honda Shadow 750 arrives in a world where cruiser culture is more alive than ever, yet the pressure to evolve has never been higher. Riders expect old-school charm, but they want it with the refinement of modern engineering, the reliability of Japanese craftsmanship, and the comfort needed for long-distance cruising. The Shadow has always lived in that sweet spot, and in 2025, Honda doesn't try to reinvent the formula, it perfects it. Today, we're diving deep into everything this bike delivers, the way it feels on the road, and why it remains one of the most dependable mid-weight cruisers in the market. From the moment you lay eyes on the 2025 Shadow 750, the first thing that hits you is its traditional cruiser silhouette. It wears its attitude proudly, long, low, and unmistakably retro. Honda kept the classic teardrop tank and sweeping fenders, but this year, the paint finishes are deeper, the chrome is more pronounced, and the fit and finish is more premium than ever. Whether you choose the deep metallic black, the pearl crimson red, or the graphite silver, each color pops under sunlight with a richness that suggests Honda spent extra time on paint quality. It's a bike that doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. The low-slung chassis sits just right, with a seat height that makes the Shadow accessible to practically any rider, including beginners. Swing your leg over it and everything feels natural. The bars fall into your hands, the mid-set pegs offer a relaxed riding position, and the soft, wide saddle feels like it was designed for day-long comfort. Honda is famous for ergonomics that just make sense, and the Shadow continues that legacy. Even shorter riders feel confident the moment they plant both feet on the ground. Under the tank sits the heart of the machine, a 745cc liquid-cooled V-twin that has become one of the most trusted cruiser engines ever made. Honda didn't chase crazy horsepower numbers, because that's not what the Shadow is about. Instead, they focused on smooth, predictable torque and bulletproof reliability. The result is a power delivery that's silky off the line and strong through the mid-range. It's not intimidating, it's not aggressive, yet it's balanced. This engine doesn't vibrate excessively, doesn't run hot in traffic, and rarely ever feels stressed. It's the kind of motor you can ride daily for years without drama. Throttle response is crisp thanks to updated fuel mapping for 2025, giving the bike a more responsive feel when rolling on the gas at low speeds. You won't get sudden surges or jerky transitions. Everything is progressive and controlled, ideal for city commuting or relaxed weekend rides. And while the Shadow isn't a high-revving beast, it doesn't need to be. It thrives in the 2,000 to 5,000 revolutions per minute sweet spot, where the V-twin rumble sounds pure, deep, and satisfying. Paired with the engine is Honda's tried-and-true 5-speed gearbox, which remains as smooth as ever. Shifts are seamless, and the clutch pull is light, making the bike ideal even for riders who are upgrading from smaller displacement machines. Some might wish for a 6th gear, especially for long freeway rides, but Honda has tuned the gearing so well that highway cruising still feels relaxed and unstrained. At 110 km/h, the engine hums effortlessly without excessive buzz. On the road, the 2025 Shadow 750 shines in its element. It's not a sport cruiser, it's not a long-wheelbase tourer, it's a middleweight cruiser designed for comfort and control. The suspension setup is traditional, with telescopic forks up front and dual shocks at the rear. Honda has refined the damping for 2025, giving it a slightly smoother feel on rough roads while still maintaining stability during higher speed stretches. It glides over bumps with ease, especially compared to harsher rivals in the same class. Cornering on the Shadow is confidence-inspiring. The bike isn't built for aggressive lean angles, but within the cruiser category, it handles exceptionally well. It feels stable, planted, and predictable. Even new riders quickly get comfortable guiding it through sweeping turns. The low center of gravity plays a big role here. The bike feels lighter than its actual weight when in motion, giving you more control than you'd expect from a full-size cruiser. Braking performance is solid thanks to the front disc and rear drum setup, with ABS included as standard in many markets. Honda's braking calibration focuses on smooth, controlled stopping rather than aggressive bite. New riders especially will appreciate how forgiving and progressive the brakes feel. ABS subtly kicks in when needed, maintaining stability and preventing lockups without intruding on the riding experience. One of the Shadow's strongest selling points has always been its legendary reliability, and the 2025 model continues to uphold that reputation. The engine is under stress, the components are long-lasting, and routine maintenance is straightforward. This is a bike that often runs for tens of thousands of kilometers with nothing more than basic service. It's ideal for daily commuters, weekend adventurers, and riders who simply want a machine that won't let them down. The Shadow also brings impressive fuel efficiency for a mid-weight cruiser. Riders can expect around 28-25 km/L, depending on riding style and conditions. Combined with its large tank, this gives the bike excellent range, making it suitable for longer journeys without constant fuel stops. Visually, The 2025 model leans heavily on timeless design cues. The chrome exhaust pipes sweep elegantly along the side, the spoked wheels enhance the retro charm, and the blacked-out engine components add a touch of modern aggression. Honda's attention to detail is clear in every bolt and finish. Even the instrument cluster minimalist and analog fits the bike's old-school spirit. It's simple, easy to read, and distraction-free. One of the Shadow's underrated advantages is aftermarket support. Because the platform has remained consistent for years, there are countless accessories available. Custom seats, saddlebags, windscreens, exhausts, lighting kits, you name it. Riders who want to personalize their bike will find the Shadow an incredibly friendly platform. For 2025, Honda has priced the Shadow 750 competitively, with an expected range around $8,000 to $8,500 depending on market and trim. This places it comfortably below many competing cruisers from American and European brands, while still delivering exceptional build quality and long-term value. For many riders, this price-to-performance ratio is exactly why the Shadow continues to outsell many of its rivals. When you combine the accessible seat height, the easy handling, the reliable V-twin engine, and the classic cruiser styling, the 2025 Shadow 750 becomes more than a motorcycle, it becomes a statement. It represents a lifestyle built around relaxed riding, open roads, and machines that feel like trusted companions. It isn't the flashiest cruiser, or the fastest, or the most technologically advanced, but it is one of the most authentic. In a world where motorcycles are becoming increasingly complex and overloaded with electronics, the Shadow stays true to what matters: comfort, reliability, and timeless style. And for riders who want a cruiser they can depend on every single day, the 2025 Honda Shadow 750 is still one of the best choices you can make.